What up, muffos? What up? Queen here.
And Zoitan, and
And
this
this
is
is
From
From
Squares to
Square to
Circles podcast.
Glass. Oh my god, we said it. Did we say it? Dude, what is up? We hope you're doing well wherever you are, whatever it is that you're doing. We really hope that you're like trying your best to not be a loser. You know? Meaning, don't take it offensively. Being a loser just means not going out of your way, not getting out of your comfort zone to grow and be a better person. I'm just happy. I'm just very happy today, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Stuff has been getting done. Things are not perfect, but there's so much to look forward to in our lives. And that's what we want to talk about in today's podcast, which is my favorite podcast because it's what? Episode,
11.
if you know me, I am an 11th person. I really am a big 11 make a wish kind of a thing. So today's podcast is like coming straight from my heart to yours. So today we're going to be talking about the lack of motivation.
Mm.
Why do we get depressed? Why is it so hard to get out of bed whenever you don't have something to look forward to? Why, Soiten?
It's because
Enlighten.
of our fucking problems that occupies our mind all the time.
Like why?
It's like we're all thinking about like what we have to do. Like, I have to get up and I have to get to work. I have to do the dishes. I have to fucking do this boring shit that I don't really like doing.
When you create, guys, when you have something, a project, when you're building with someone, with yourself, with whatever, you have something to look forward to. So you want to get out of bed. You're like, hell yeah, it's Monday and we get to record a podcast. So we're like getting out of bed, super excited. But when you don't have that, it's Monday. I have to go to work. Dude, it's not that hard. Just get in touch with your passions and what you really like doing and stop ignoring it. Stop pushing it to the side. Oh my God, I got another call. Flower girls, flower girls.
Hello.
Yes,
Oh, hello, ma'am. Good day. My name is Gabriel from ERC Concept. How are you doing today, ma'am?
I don't know. I'm afraid to tell you how I'm doing. It depends on what you want.
Oh, by the way, we assess for the employee retention tax credit. Are you a business owner?
Maybe. Why?
Oh, may I ask if how many W2 employees did you have during COVID?
Do you do this for a living? Like you call people like this, like random people for a living? I was gonna say that he's gonna hang up, and he did. I was about to say he's gonna hang up. It's programs that they call people business owners. So they go on Google and they find business owners and then they go and offer them this program. Like how many employees do you have? And you can get this money and it's just all scammy stuff.
Yeah.
I knew what it was. It was just like a local number, so I answered. But anyways, I don't know why
Mm.
we always have to have these calls in our podcast. Something always happens, right? Like yesterday,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
worker showed up out of nowhere. By the way, she's fired. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not firing the kid though, the son, but her
Mm.
maybe 1% that I will give her another chance. Anyways, let's go back to business. So why is it so hard to be motivated, dude? Like you tell us, why do you feel like when you feel unmotivated, when you feel like it's hard to get out of bed, tell us why. What is it that your process of thought, your thought process?
Mm. It's like there is nothing interesting going on. Or like I don't find inspiration for whatever I love doing that I want to be doing. Could be that too. It's like writer's block.
If you saw little
Could be
right
that.
walking towards me right now, you will be very inspired. Hold on a second. Hello. Hello,
Wow.
little right. Say hello to the people out there, little right. You're rich and famous now. Oh, and she's 11, and this is episode 11, and we love her. She's a little tiny little runt from a puppy I had that had five little kids, and she was the smallest one. So I was like, I can't give her away. I need to keep her and make sure she's okay because she was a runt. So now she's 11 years old, and she still looks like she's 2 months old. Um, and this is, dude, inspiration over here. When he sees her, he
Mm.
gets all cutesy. He's like, oh, sweetness. Anyways, let me put little Ray back in the bed. I don't know what to tell you, but we are here celebrating. So let's celebrate with the people. Cheers. Happy 11th. I think every
11th.
month.
May
Happy
the 11th every month.
every month. Happy 11th. We're gonna be drinking it up and celebrating. It's dude. If you look up the actual meaning of the number 11, it's like really spiritual. So if you're into numerology, I would advise you to go up and look up what's your numerology. What's your numerology?
3.
Okay, so this is what his number means. You're externally romantic and always seek a way to express it. Cheerful, optimistic, and somewhat seductive. You enjoy the good life. You enjoy good food. You like to look at pretty things. You like aesthetics. I'm making all that up. Um, People who have life path number 3 are associated with those who are very creative and are able to express themselves in a variety of ways. So that's what number 3 means.
No, well, I said creative.
What is the energy of number 3? The number 3 is considered a lucky number since it's associated with very auspicious events in life. The number 3 is also important marker of the cycle of life, which are birth, death, and rebirth. Okay, well, that didn't tell me much. Okay, associated with creativity, inspiration, and communication skills.
Mm-hmm.
Let's leave it at that. And this dude right here, that's what he wants to do. He wants to be
Yeah.
a professor when he grows up. I'm like, okay, all right. Well, we won't be professors in college, but we can be professors on YouTube. We can just
Yeah.
talk our butts off over here on YouTube and talk to the people. I don't know that. So, anyways, getting back to the point.
The motivation. Tell me, like, do you know anyone who doesn't feel like they are motivated all the time? Do you know anyone?
Hold on. Let me finish eating this peanut. Hold on. The last thought about. Oh, I'm about to tell you a big gossip. Everybody out there, just hold on. I'm about to tell you a big gossip. Big B, whatever you are, dude, it is what it is. Like what you did to your ex roommate, you will go and talk about your past events with him, and he will ask you to shut up and stop talking about his life. And you will say, but it was my life too, because I was there. Well, I'm going to put you as an example because it's my life too. And I was there. So this dude would wake up every single day around maybe 10, 11, 12. He wouldn't take a shower until like 2, 3 p.m. And he would just like pace around like this, and then he started working with me. So he will go to work, but he will be like, he just had this energy of just motivation, not drive. I don't know. Maybe it has to do because he was a triple Pisces. I mean, he was Scorpio, Pisces, all this
Mm-hmm.
water, right? He didn't have any fire in his booty hole. You know what I mean? Like nothing, like nothing. So living with him for almost 5 years, taught me a lot about why people are unmotivated. Why? First of all, you depend on others to love you. You don't have a girlfriend for me. You don't have a best friend for me. And I understand that because we all want to connect. I mean, here we are, we're besties over here, and it makes me happy when I talk to him. But when I don't talk to him, it's not like I'm gonna be crying around. It's that kind of a vibe. So he will wake up every single day unmotivated, and the one thing that he will look forward to will be playing video games and having vodka at night every single night, because the whole thing of a motivation is based on not having something to look forward to that it's pleasurable to your mind. So,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense. It's like you you thrive when you have something to solve, sort of, you know.
Right. Like, oh my God, I'm going to Finland next year.
Mm. How
And
are
then
you
you,
going to solve that? And I'm going to get there. How am I going to solve that? And it's like,
oh
yeah.
yeah, no, but this is real. I am
Oh,
going to Finland this
yeah,
year.
yeah, I
But
know.
but but I'm just saying, like, people are like that. Like when you have plans, like I'm going to Las Vegas for a girls trip out, whatever they do. And then get all excited. And then they get there and then it's done and then they go back to work and then you're depressed again.
Mhm.
So how do you keep that motivation going?
Yeah, but it
How?
was it was interesting. I saw an maybe a little bit off topic, but at the same time about that holiday thing, like because I've heard like a lot of people would just wish they could like be sitting on that beach, drinking, you know, I'm going to say mimosas all the time, like
He said, he
yeah, yeah,
said,
yeah. But that can't be your entire life. That would be boring too, Like if you're like imagine you're sitting on the like somewhere, abroad drinking mimosas all the time. That will too become boring, And what the fuck are you going to do then? And
I
it's like
think that
that can't be your fucking North Star. Like it's like
I
mm,
think that everything that you do too much becomes boring, whether
yeah,
it's good or bad, right? Like
yeah.
like when I go on vacations for a couple months or 3 months at a time, there comes a time where I want to come home and hustle,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm here. I've been here for 7 months now. I don't know, since November, and I'm
Yeah,
like, it's time to go. So I think
yeah,
that anything too much is too much, and you become boring. So what's the problem with our motivation and of lack of motivation here in the United States per se? It's that over here we're so work oriented. Like we are groomed since we're little to work, 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 work,
okay, yeah, yeah, but let me illustrate the motivation part with a thing that I don't know, like a misconception. It's like you think that you have to feel in a certain way to become motivated, but that's not really it. It's motivation is more like a byproduct of you doing something too.
I think if we focused on inspiration instead of motivation, the world will be a different place. But the thing is
Yeah,
that with motivation, you need something to motivate you to do something, to whether when you're inspired, it's like you don't have to try. It's like you're like,
yeah. It's
I've
like
learned.
if you try to force it to be happy, you won't be happy. You know, it's the same with motivation. It doesn't like happen like that. It doesn't work like that.
So, but you can't be inspired all the time and you can't be motivated all the time. But anyways, what we're saying here, dudes, to make a very long story short and not take any more of your time, because I'm really hungry and I really would like to go eat. It's that your lack of motivation and your depression and your sadness and your feeling of emptiness and darkness and just that void that you carry inside of you every single day is why? Why? Because you lack purpose. When you don't have a purpose, like, hey, I'm waking up tomorrow to do this podcast with my best friend. If I didn't have that, then maybe I wouldn't be as motivated as happy right now, right? So like when you find something that you love doing and then you can share that with somebody that you really get along with and you put those two things together, it's like you become inspired. And then it's different to work from a place of inspiration rather than work from a place of motivation. But you have to do the motivation part to get to the inspiration part. Like you can get inspired, but then you need to motivate yourself every single day because you don't want to wake up and go to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning every day. You don't want to wake up and do podcasts every single day at 5 o'clock in the morning in a day. So you gotta learn to flow Flow like water, light like a feather. Like those two lines are like, I will never forget them because it's the whole point of life. Find your purpose, meaning, what is purpose? Purpose is putting your natural abilities, what comes easy to you. For example, this dude over here, he's a music producer. It comes easy to him. He makes songs like in no time. I'm like, oh my God, he has made 20 songs and I have made lyrics for three. It's like that. He's that good. You know, put that in service to others, just not for yourself, not just for Stoiton. Put it in service to others and help people through your music. Whatever it is that you're natural at, put those gifts in service to others and you will start feeling this fulfillment that never goes away. And that's why I'm so happy lately because it's like the kind of happiness I got, money can't buy. And that's pretty deep if you think about it. Because if you think about it, I can be a trillionaire right now. But if I didn't have the spirit and the heart that I have, those trillions will mean nothing because I will still be a sad, whiny, pouty boy like Big B back in the day. You know what I mean? You can't
Mhm.
buy that happiness. You can't. It's
Yeah.
like
No, no,
it's just it's so crazy. So, anyways, tell these people over here so it can what can they do? Like because he's very square like, right? So he likes to do first step, very very tangible, very physical, very right here, right now. What can our people here do tomorrow, starting tomorrow, to become a little more motivated, to find their purpose, to find their place in life?
well, it's like going to the gym, right? It's like it's sometimes it's not fun, but when you go and you start actually going, that's when the motivation comes, and it's like, because that's when you push through that, that's when you are like feeling like I'm pushing through although I don't want to, and that's when you get like, yeah, that pooping phase. Yeah, that
The, the constipated face.
the hot chip challenge
Face.
toilet visit phase.
Dudes, the whole point of this whole entire Happy 11 podcast is that you have to push through when you don't feel like doing something. While you're in the process of doing that, you're going to start seeing little tiny results. Like we've been going at it for like, when did we meet?
2 years ago.
No, when did we meet? We met, I was in Spain and it was 2021.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah,
January of 2021.
yeah. I remember you were in Spain.
Okay, so it was March or January of 2021. So it hasn't even been 2 years. But in those years, in that time, in those months, we have learned to come like this and become a unit. And that's why we're able to do this effortlessly. Like we don't have to really think about it. I'm sure it's not the best thing in the world, but believe me, we will get there. So all
We
I'm
will
saying,
become the best thing in the
will
world.
become the best thing, the most heartfelt thing in the world. That's for sure. I don't know if the best, but the most heartfelt, the most genuine, the most pure, because we really mean well. We just want to help you guys be happy. We're not here for clout. We're not here for, I don't know. I mean, I'm not. Are you here for clout? Because
No, we're not here for shits and giggles. We are here to change people and change hearts.
that's where I tell my graphic designer, Sophie, what up? I'm like, I'm going campaigning, I'm going hunting for genuine hearts. And that's what we're doing here. Whoever relates to this is because you guys are on your self-love journey, on your self-growth journey, and here we are to just remind you that that motivation is not something that you can find every single day, but as long as you keep on trying to get on there and be like, okay, what I'm good at, I'm good at singing, but I'm shy. That's the problem. That the things that we're good at, and this is not just, this is 95% of the population in the whole entire world. Whatever they're good at, they push to the side. Oh, that was when I was young and I used to play guitar. Now I'm what do they call it? Um, grown up, adult stuff. We're adulting. That's what they tell. It's like, no wonder why you're miserable. You're married. You just have to tan after kids. You don't do what you love doing. at all because you don't have time, because bills are more important because of this. And I understand that bills are more important because you have to pay bills, but then be smarter. How can I get away from having to get a paycheck and depend on somebody else for my money? Start your own business. I mean, and that's another podcast for another day. But I mean, I have so much to tell you that I just really truly feel that I need to shut up.
Mm. But it's always fun to listen to your circus.
It's just like I can just go on and 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 on. But I'm really hungry, and we said we will be done by 5, and it's 5:01, so we really gotta cut it up. Anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure. Next time I will pull out my tarot cards and start answering questions. We can do live. We can do
Yeah,
live now. We can do lives on YouTube now, even if we're not monetized. You know that.
yeah, yeah. I know.
Ooh, maybe we should do a live on Saturday night and pull cards for people. Anyways, to finish up this podcast, happy 11th to everybody. It's the 11th episode. We're very happy to have you guys here. And I just want pull up a card for whoever is out there watching.
Mm.
Look, dude over here is like 3 a.m. over there. What time
It's
is it
like
in?
1 a.m., so
So that's what he keeps on
it's
yawning.
it's
He's
getting
like,
late again.
at least it's not like him 2 p.m. and me 5 a.m. doing this. You know how hard that is?
I would like to try though.
Okay, let's try it. Let's switch roles. What time is it? Like, how many hours difference are between Finland and in the United States? Like right
8.
now, 8. Like right now, it's 5:03, and over there it's 1:03.
Yeah.
So at 5 in the morning, your time, what time is my time?
Well, it's
4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10,
mm-hmm,
9. Rocking it.
mm-hmm,
At 9 p.m., I'll be rocking it.
mm-hmm.
When do we do that? When do I
We
challenge you to do that?
we have to do it not today because it's already 1 a.m.
Best thing to do when you wake up for me is to go to the gym and wake up. Like you have to drive, you have to get there, you have to run, and then you're like, oh, the first thing is not to get out of your bed and go into a computer to record a podcast. It's not the same. You don't get the same essence that you're getting right now because I'm like, uh, what? Like it's hard. But I did it. It sucked, but it made me better. Him, he's like, I don't know, you're like, let's do at least 3 podcasts. And I'm like pushing, no, let's do more. Like always push it, always go with it, and just don't even care if it's perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to do it. Just put yourself out of your comfort zone, and
Mm.
you will find all kinds of hidden treasures and gems, dude. And you'll be very happy. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Anyways, dude, go. I'm not gonna say it because we're in public, but you know what I mean. Go do whatever you want. I'm gonna go eat and hang out with my father. Any last words for the people of the YouTube? Not YouTube, of the YouTube.
of the youth.
Big B used to say that.
Any
I'm big on the Facebook. On the Facebook, I'm like, okay,
any last words for the people, for the
for the people,
pips?
for the peoples of the YouTubes, for the peeps. What up, dude? Any last words from Soyton? We decided to go with our artist names because we want to brand ourselves one way. So Queen Eats is here.
And Soitan
This is
from Squares to
Squares to Circle
Circles podcast.
podcast. Till next time. Bye.